Hello, welcome to the channel. Annie here. Today we're going to create this cute hello card for Rosie Studios Creative Club. We're going to use the Forget Me Not collection. We're going to use the Ephemera pack here and the 6x6 pack. From the Ephemera pack, we're going to use this cute, adorable little bear and the little banners, the 3 layering banners to say hello. That's it. This is going to come together super quick. We'll use the 6x6 paper and our blank A2 card bases. So this is the paper I chose. It's white with pink dots, and I already die cut my little panel from it, my little layering panel I should say, and we're going to just layer it similar how you saw right there. Alright, so here's our little 3 banners, and they have like little gold stripes on the top or lines, and here's a little bear. He's watering his plant with a little dragonfly hanging about. And here's our die cut piece. I have some layering cardstock from my stash that we'll be using because it coordinates beautifully with the blues in this collection. And here's our card base. So I'm going to quickly clear away anything we don't need from my desk, grab the rest of the components that I need, which will be these gold confetti pieces for our final embellishment. So this is going to come together really quick. The only thing I did was die cut the panel because I usually have those layering cardstock pieces already cut. And again, you do not have to die cut a panel to put behind it. You can just cut a square, whatever you have. Make it your own. So I'm going to adhere this using some liquid adhesive so I can adjust, make sure I'm even here. Once I know I am, I'll press it in place, trying to make sure I'm in the camera while I do this. There we go. I needed to make sure it was straight, that my tip angles here are lined up. Alright, pressed in place. And I'm just going to adhere our banner straight to the top. So it'll be quick and easy. But let's first adhere this card panel to our card base. Again, I'm using some Burley Art liquid glue. And I just used some liquid glue and some foam adhesive behind our bear. That's it for today. And our sentiment is within our banner, so no extra stamping or anything else. Alright, that's pressed into place. And for the banner, I'm just going to curl the little edges here of our, so it looks like it's in movement. You don't have to do that. It just gives it a little dimension. You could, if you do, put a little bit of light, thin foam adhesive underneath after you curl so they stay that way. I didn't. I just did it a little curling and that was it. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little glue just on the tips, on the edges of these. And I'm going to line the navy one to the top of the navy cardstock. And then the others will just fall there. I'm going to have to adjust because I realized I am not centered. So I want it flush here, which is great. But once I turn it, I'll notice that it's not centered. So I will take it apart and move it. So here's where I realize it. And gently peel it up. That's the great thing with working with liquid adhesive. It gives you that time. So now again, I make sure it's nice and flush. It's now centered. Now we can keep going. For the bear, I have some foam adhesive here, and it's not real tall. So you can easily mail this without needing any extra postage. So I'm just going to remove the release paper. I have some tiny little pieces behind the ears, and it's just coming off in my fingers, so I'm trying to hold it in place. That's why you see me struggling here. Alright, so once I get those tiny little pieces, everything else comes off pretty quickly. And then I'll center the bear just below the pink banner and towards the bottom. And the little ephemera even comes with like little shadowing for the bear, which is so cute. So as soon as I saw this collection, I fell in love with this cute little bear. Just something so heartwarming about him. Or her. I don't know, it's a bear. So there, you can call your card quick. Done. Because, you know, that's it. But I like to add a little extra, so I'm going to go ahead and pull in this calls for confetti, gold confetti pieces, and I'm going to put some near our banner and like a little triangle design around our bear. So your eye moves across the card. So I'm going to get my glue and put little dots. As usually what I do, I put little beads of glue and then I adhere the little confetti pieces. So I start out with just, you know, the usual 3, and then I realize it needs a little something more. So then I'll add 2 more. And it's always good on cards to have like a odd number with your embellishments because it helps your eye move. Your eye catches odd numbers faster than it does even, believe it or not. So here we go. I've decided I'm going to put another one near the banner up here and one below our bear to the left here. Once I do that, then our card will be complete. This came together super quick. The longest it took was cutting the pattern paper. I have an electric die cutting machine. I'm lucky enough to have one, so that it did all the work for me. But super quick. You can cut all these pieces, stick them in a little baggie or an envelope, and then throw them together whenever you have a quick moment. This way you can build your stash up. That's why I love working with ephemera pieces like this. Alright, so we used the Rosie Studios A2 card bases, the Forget Me Not ephemera pack. That's where we got our little bear and our banners from, and the Forget Me Not 6x6 pattern paper pad. We used the pink and white dot. This collection comes in 6x6 and 12x12, but I'll have everything linked that I used below. I would like to thank you for being here. I hope you found some inspiration. Here's another look at our card.